Hello. Well, as you've seen from the thumbnail, today we'll be talking about what's so special about April 15th. Now, as of recording this video, today is April 14th, which means April 15th is tomorrow. Now, for you, it might just be your typical Tuesday, regular stuff and all that. But for me, it's a little different. So, buckle up, get your seatbelts on, and get ready for one heck of a story. This is Ken and Bowie, and today I will be presenting you what's so special about April 15th. Now, I have a little disclaimer before we get started. This story will feature the guy named Roger in some parts, and I know Roger's going to be watching this, so just a disclaimer. This video is not meant to harm or offend you. This is more of a breakdown and analysis of April 15th. In simple words, it's a it's a reflection, not a confrontation. So let's get started. Now, according to Google, April 15th serves some holidays such as National Laundry Day, Purple Up Day, etc., etc. They're all right here, but I won't mention all of them, of course. And fun fact, Abraham Lincoln was shot to death in the theater on April 15th. And that's crazy. And also, April 15th is the birthday of grumoyvod's Multiverse. Yes, you guessed it. Now, all the other holidays, they won't be important to the story, but grumoyvod's Multiverse will play a part in the story. So, here is the entire story of April 15th. April 15th is what I like to call the day of the spring conflict. If you haven't watched my sixth grade was outrageous video, go watch it right now. Hey, you have time after all. So I'll do this by the timeline. So I will tell everything based on what happened first, what happened later, and so on. So it was the season of 2022, 2023. Back then, I was fifth grade. Maybe sometime I should make a fifth grade was something something video. I'll figure out the title. But anyways, somewhere in April, there was this girl. Let's just call her Sakobaba. And yes, that is one of the characters from the Queen's Classroom yet again. I mean, that show is just too relatable. You can you can just use it for any video story. This person named Sakobaba was, I mean, I guess kind of harassing my friends and I and doing this gesture right here, which at the time people at my school considered toxic. So I decided to confront her through emails, of course. And when did I send the email? Well, April 14th. No, 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 hold on. I know April 14th isn't exactly April 15th, but that's the closest thing you can get. So that was basically it, and she just never replied to it. And moving on to the 2024 April 15th or 2024 spring conflict with the one and only Roger Townslett. I mean, you just gotta watch grumoyvod's Multiverse to figure it out. The link will be in the description below. So, what can I make up out of this? Well, first of all, the topic of the spring conflict. I probably haven't mentioned yet, but the harassing kind of happened for quite a long time. And I got sick of it, so that's why I decided to confront it. In the 2024 spring conflict, however, Roger got sick of me talking about a certain game, and so he decided to confront me. Oh, how the tables have turned. So, what can I make out of this? Well, basically, the spring conflict is always going to be about, well, getting sick of something, getting tired of something. So, yeah, that's that. Another trait the spring conflict has that it always involves someone from my school. Like it can't just be some sort of stranger on the bus or anything. It's always somebody from my school. So for this year, I'll keep that in mind because I'll be going to a museum tomorrow. It definitely won't be with some random stranger on the MRT or on the bus. No, has to be someone from the school. Maybe a classmate, maybe an older classmate, maybe a younger classmate, or maybe a teacher. I don't know. It probably still doesn't answer your question. Why is April 15th a big deal? Well, the spring conflict, April 15th, will happen tomorrow. It may or may not strike again. So, here, I've prepared some theories about the spring conflict. First of all, if it doesn't happen, here's my theory. It could have just been a coincidence after all. I mean, 2 years isn't enough, 2 years in a row isn't enough to justify that it's some sort of curse. So it may have just been a coincidence. I have another theory, but it's already busted, although it is worth mentioning. Theory two is that Roger intentionally decided to confront me on April 15th. Here's how. So basically, this Sakobaba person, I actually used to like her, and so that kind of made me weak when I had to confront her. So a year later, when I was spending too much time on SCR, Roger probably thought I was weak. I mean, no offense to myself though, no offense to Roger either. He didn't call me that. I'm only calling myself that because it's facts. He decided, well, I'm saying this in behalf of him probably. He probably decided I wasn't strong enough for times like these, and so he decided to confront me on the closest date possible. That's a theory worth mentioning, but unfortunately, it's busted since I already asked Roger this morning. I tested him to see if he remembers what happened on April 14th, 2023, and he said he didn't, so unfortunately, that theory is busted. It is still a good theory, though. If it does happen this year, well, then maybe it was a curse after all. But with the help of ChatGPT and, of course, my own brain, I've decided to somehow narrowly avoid the spring conflict this year with my many, many ways that I probably won't be able to mention in this video since it would take way too long. But here's the deal. If I post tomorrow, then it probably happened. If I don't, then the spring conflict didn't happen. And so either it was just a coincidence or I've broken the curse. Anyways, thank you so much for watching me rant about April 15th. I mean, hopefully your April 15th isn't as bad as my previous two April 15th. So, have a nice day. See you soon. Thank you.